My name is Albert George Schram, and I'm proud to be one of the conductors of the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra. And with me, we have our brand new music director of the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra.
I'm Christopher Warren-Green.
We're certainly glad you're with us. We've been looking forward to it like crazy for months now, and so we are so grateful that finally things are starting to happen. This is then the very first season that our new music director, Christopher Warren-Green, has planned. So the season, the classical series in particular, is his baby. And he had we talked about it briefly, he had a real vision about it. And so you want to tell the people maybe?
Yeah, well, it was like being a kid in a sweet shop, because I wanted to give a broad spectrum of all the kinds of music you can have. So there'd be something in there for everybody. So the first concert is where I've come from, all English repertoire by Elgar. The second concert is where I'm coming to, which is music from the New World. And we go on from there. We've got some wonderful soloists coming, two of which are coming from England, Alison Balsam, the trumpet player, and Stephen Huff, an old friend, a wonderful world-class pianist. Not that Alison is not world-class.
No.
She is. So they're newcomer. She is a newcomer that I'm introducing.
So you're starting the season with an all Elgar evening. Is Elgar must be one of your biggies, right? You must love him.
I was born in Elgar country, and I've always adored that music. And I just thought, coming from England, that maybe that's what I should do. First concert, this is who I am. The second concert's all American. That's where I'm coming to live, where I've now made my country, if you like.
And then Dvorak then with the New World Symphony.
New World Symphony.
What a great idea.
Bernstein, Candide. It's all exciting stuff. And throughout the season, I wanted to make themes, because there's a strong Scottish descendancy in Charlotte. So around Burns Night, in January, when they have the Robbie Burns Night, they're reading. Well, I don't know whether it's more about drinking scotch than it is about reading Robbie Burns' poetry.
It's all good.
Yeah. So the program for that is the Hebrides Overture, the Brooks Scottish Fantasy with a wonderful young soloist, American soloist Caroline Goulding, and the Scottish Symphony of Mendelssohn. And that's really a sort of tribute to the Scottish ancestry in Charlotte. Around February, I thought to myself, it's Valentine's night. Why not just put some of the most romantic repertoire you could ever put together? So we have Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet in the second part.
We have stuff.
Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet in the first part.
Oh, really? Like Tchaikovsky, Romeo and Juliet?
It's a Romeo and Juliet sandwich, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a fantastic program of great music, and it's designed for all you chaps out there to make your minds up and take your loved ones to something special instead of mucking about in restaurants, and not that that's mucking about, but take them to the symphony. You never know, you might get some real surprises. Very romantic, and I'm sure your ladies will love it. And the music doesn't change, everything else is, So all of the programming was designed to sort of be something for everybody.
Yeah.
You pick and choose whatever you want.
And that's great.
And the best, the biggest, and the highlight of the classics is, of course, concert by George Schram. Now you talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you chose that program.
Well, most of it, yeah. It happens to fall on Thanksgiving week. So we wanted to do again a concert that is family friendly, right? So you can bring the kids even to it. I think they might get jollies out of it a little bit. And so we kept the first half all American. We have a wonderful soprano singing some of the great songs called Knoxville. Samuel Barber spent some time in Knoxville in 1915, and he had a really good time, and he was so inspired. He wrote some great songs about it. So we have that, and of course more Bernstein, and in the second half we have Prokofiev, one of my favorite symphonies, Prokofiev Symphony 5. And so, yeah, and I'm so grateful to you that you let me just join you on that series, because I've never done that before, and it's always sort of special. The classical series is really the masterworks of that which the symphony, the Charlotte Symphony, does so incredibly well. That's why we're so happy to have the new man in town.
That's very kind of you. So tell us something a bit more about the other Pops concerts that we've got coming up.
We have a good season next year, actually. And of course, we are very happy that you are going to conduct a fascinating rhythm, a week of fascinating rhythm the Symphony is going to have. So it's just special that our maestro is going to be on that series as well. An all Gershwin night, and we're going to schlep out everything but the kitchen sink, I think, on that one. I don't quite know what it's all going to be like, but it's great, fantastic music. And of course, Christopher Warren-Green will be on the podium, so that's good. We have it's a good season all in all. We have an evening of Rodgers and Hammerstein with movies from the great musicals, and so that'll be a special evening. We have some really, I mean, I keep on telling audiences that at the heart of all of this lies the Charlotte Symphony and the wondrous sounds they can make, you know. But we love having some fantastic, great world-class artists. So we have Chris Boddy that's going to be with us. We're going to have Leanne Rimes with us. Duke Ellington, some great big band.
Fantastic.
I know, you know, so we'll be celebrating his great music.
One of the most exciting things that happened when I first came to Charlotte was they showed me the new Night Theatre and the Beckler Museum. I was completely blown away because it's got everything. So we were able to design a completely new kind of experience for concerts, if you like, completely different to the Belk, where we can have multimedia, we can be involved with the North Carolina Dance Theatre and I believe the Opera. All three organizations, of course, collaborate. But to do something new and more cutting edge and more up to date in some ways, not that concerts are out of date,
Right.
but something that, you know, we live in a multimedia age. I mean, you know, music's not something that happens in a room with musicians anymore. It happens through little boxes and all the rest of it. So, but the audio-visual thing, to be able to do stuff like that. So the first concert we're going to do in here, in the Night Theatre, is going to be a multimedia version involving Gustav Holst's The Planet Suite, where we are right now in the new Night Theatre. Absolutely exciting venue.
It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's going to be great. These concerts are going to be hot.
Took my breath away.
It's going to be a fantastic season, you know, with all these different concerts and great varieties. And then, once again, we're just so bloody excited to have you here. We are, man, we are. So
English.
I'll even buy tickets to your concerts, man.
If you come to mine, I'll come to yours.
Okay, it's a deal, man.